Hey guys, welcome to Coma Pirate Radio, where we as esoteric pirates slide our boats together, throw the ropes, tie the knots, and talk about the maps. This is an episode of Cosmic Dialogue, and today I have to tell you, Mars was having a hard time with this feeling. Okay, so we've got, as the short said, this is the extended of our short reading, right? We've got Mars. The collective consciousness feels him in Aries, a fiery ram. The sidereal few feel Pisces, watery and cool, the alien fish. We've got Mars is in conjunction with Mercury, Neptune, and Saturn. There's a lot of guys there. In conjunction means they're hand in hand. So, we also have a sextile with Pluto. So we've got a lot to uncover. And we also have this fire in one hand and water in another. And the whole idea that it's only fire, it's only water, it's only love. But the problem with fire and water being together is too much water puts out the fire, and too much fire evaporates the water. So one can cancel out the other if you don't have them balanced. So this conjunction, the tropical collective, the earth-based, grounded in our seasonal calendar, feels a bunch of Aries fire rams around the table. It's a lot. It's a lot. The sidereal that takes into account the Earth's wobble and that, everything is not exactly the same size, is feeling a bunch of alien fish around the table. So the esoteric pirates that look towards the sky, right? I mean, we want to keep both in perspective, but we don't want to stay anchored, right? We want to throw our anchor overboard when we want to stay put, but we got to be able to pull the anchor up with the ropes, right? Because we have to stay focused on the stars, on the here and now, on the higher plane, on the multiple dimensions that are available to us to work with. So with this conjunction in Pisces, I dove into it, as always, with the energy that is in the skies today. I do that because it takes me higher rather than sinking me down into the collective consciousness, right? So Mars felt like he was swinging its shadows. He was drunk in Pisces with everybody sitting around a round table. He feels like he's, speaking in light language, as the card says in Pisces. Like, does anybody even understand what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. To be honest, I haven't really had, I've had a lot of feedback. I've had a lot of people say they love the cards and stuff like that, but I've also had a lot of just stares and blinks like, I don't even understand what you just said. And I'm like, I don't understand how you don't understand. Am I speaking in light language? And I might be, So let's pull a card for Mars. All right, Mars. 10 of Swords. So absolutely it has a lot to do with what he's saying. His voice is complete. With the 10, it has the masculine and the feminine. Now, Aries is masculine and Pisces is feminine. The 10 is karmic completion. And the air is communication. So Mars absolutely is screaming out in light language. And you know, it might not even matter if anybody understands what the hell I'm saying or what I'm talking about. I mean, there are a lot of metaphors, a lot of symbolism that I tap into that is built on a very deep esoteric knowledge. I can read symbols really quickly and really fast, like the eye patch. Why would you cover one eye? I instantly know why you would cover one eye. But a lot of people might not, right? And with this Mars, you know, Mars being, I mean, he's exalted in Aries, so the tropical collective feels a very strong masculine presence, but that might not be the best way to feel Mars. I mean, not for me anyway. I have a Cancer Mars, so I can feel Mars a lot easier when they're a little bit more feminine, a little bit more emotional, a little bit more in touch with their emotions, right? So let's hold that in balance, all right? Now, we've got the rest of the round table, and all of them are in conjunction, meaning that they're sharing all their energy, all right? Let's talk to, well, Neptune is serving the drinks, okay? So we've got, they're all drinking like fish because they're aliens, right? They're all sitting around the round table like it's a bar. It's a round bar. Neptune brings in the bar and the drinks because he's the collective. Actually, he brings in this collective consciousness. He is the ocean, the water, the way that everybody at the party can get on the same page. Idealistic, the dreamer, the psychic, the visionary, right? Let me get everyone on the same page. Let's all do ayahuasca, right? Let's all do mushrooms. Let's all go past what we know as truth and enter into the psychic realm, all right? Now, Mars in that psychic realm has a hard time because it's like, what am I supposed to fight? There is no fight here. I mean, there is actually. I mean, you can definitely say that there's a fight there. But it brings in the feeling of swinging at your shadows. It is shadow work. Okay? So what does the bartender have to say? Okay. Oh, the Ace of Swords. Oh, that's good, Neptune. I feel you there. Neptune is like, I am Zeus. I control the water. I rule Pisces. Right? Aries is ruled by Mars, but Pisces is ruled by Neptune. So we've got this really dynamic fire, water, feeling. But it's still about the air. It's still about the communication. It's still about how does the bartender... Well, he doesn't have to speak, right? The bartender holds the bar. The bartender listens. Very much, I mean, Mercury's right here too. The messenger is right here. But we're going to talk to him in a little while. We're going to talk to the party planet first. Why? Well, just because. I want to do it that way. So, Neptune holds the power. The words, the poetry. Yeah, I mean, all of Mercury is the lyricist, right? But the inspiration comes from Neptune. The inspiration comes from the psychic connection, the spiritual understanding, the let me sit by the ocean and watch the tide rise and fall and write my lyrics, right? All right, Saturn, the party planner, the one that's really holding the boundaries, the one that makes this feel lonely. Saturn brings in this feeling of this is a closed party, which can be very good, especially if you're an alien and you don't want any of the others getting in, right? We only want the same kind so that when we're in this circle and when we shed our skins, we don't have to be nervous about what we look like underneath these skins, because we're all the same aliens, right? That is what Saturn brings us. Holding the boundaries. Defensiveness. I got you. We are responsible and conservative. We're going to get this thing put together. All right. Oh, Saturn is the Joker? Yeah, joke's on you. The whole world is looking at you. And you think you're alone. The Heyoka energy comes in. And you think we're all alone. You know, it's interesting because in the short, I said, I don't feel alone. I am all one. And this is something I wrote in my journal back when I was like teenager, early 20s. And I'm like, you just add an L and alone becomes all one. I'm sure I got it from a book. But anyway, it stuck with me through my entire life. Because I do feel very, very much like I am the only one that can channel the way that I do. And it's interesting because the universe is saying, because you are, but then at the same time, I'm like, I'm not. I can't be the only one. I cannot be the only one, guys. That makes me feel very, very uncomfortable. You know? That's too much, right? If I was the only one, they would hunt me down and kill me. Which is probably why I'm staying very hidden, but not really. I'm really not hidden. I mean, you can find me anywhere. Like, all of the links are everywhere. I'm blasting all of this everywhere. I might even put this on freaking YouTube and share it on YouTube. Actually, it did. The YouTube notification just popped up. Oh my God, extended readings. Okay. All right, YouTube. I've been really frustrated with YouTube. I only get like 1 or 2 views. It's ridiculous. Yeah, joke's on you. I don't think the numbers are real. I think the algorithm is overrun, and I think that way more people view our videos than the numbers suggest. But part of the Mystics for Mystics movement is dropping in an M for M in the comments, just to let the other know, hey, I see you, I hearted you, I support you, right? M for M, Mystics for Mystics. I got you. I support you. So let's talk to Mercury, the messenger, which is why I guess I put him at the end. All right, the messages, the lyrics, the entrepreneur that is really putting on the show, right? Mercury, what do you have to say? 7 of fire, bringing in the fire here. The wands. I mean, 7 is the shooting star, right? 7 is the chariot. 7 is the most active number from 1 to 10, like 7, 8, 9. You know, he definitely, the 7 can take over a lot of times, and with this fire, with this passion, he wants to fuel in Aries. He wants to talk about that collective consciousness and not dismiss it just because it's, I want to say wrong, Joker, just because it's wrong. No, I mean, it's, and I say that because it's not what the sky is doing, right? If the collective zodiac says Mars is in Aries, the reason why I want to say it's not correct is because Mars is not in Aries. As esoteric pirates, we look at the sky app. We look through a telescope. We look at the sky and read the sky as if we didn't have the calendar, right? Because we understand now. We have a higher consciousness that understands why it happened. I mean, it's not like they wanted to take over the world. They wanted to get everybody on the same page 2,000 years ago. And when they created the calendar, it's like, well, we got to make it fit. We got to make this work. So they made it work by saying that the equinoxes are on this fucking day and all of the days are equal lengths and all of the little boxes and everything fits in it. And, you know, and it's like, you know, maybe somebody at the table said, you guys, but what about that it might not be all the same? And the sidereal guys, you know, they were there because they're older, right? Like the ancient astrologers are like, wait a second, you're not taking in account of the wobble, right? But everybody at the table was like, well, it's working right now. That's the future. We're not even thinking about the future. Oh my God, does that bring in what's going on now with the development and destroying the planet? They're not thinking about the future. They're not thinking about killing the planet. They're just building their, you know, parking lots. And they're just building their new development data centers. You know, I mean, they're just doing progress. What people do, 7, they just push. 7 is just push, 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 fire, 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 go, go, go. That's what Aries Ram does. It just goes, 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 goes. We'll think about that later, right? That's a lot, Mercury. That's a lot that you want to say. Broadcasting the number 7 on fire. All right. So now we have a sextile with Pluto. We got to talk to Pluto. And Pluto is the emo kid that is sitting. Okay, so the vision that came to me in the short was, you know, Mars fighting shadows in the Colosseum, and the emo kid, well, I mean, these guys, Saturn, Neptune, and Mercury, are all sitting down, you know, watching the whole thing, right? And Pluto is sitting way up top. I got this, like, gargoyle kind of feel, sitting up top on one of the towers. I got this, like, I don't know. I mean, I want to say Harry Potter feel, like watching the game from afar, right? Watching the magic happen with the wings wrapped around him. Anyway, Sextile is that feeling of prana. So he's like smiling, right? Now, as the extended, Pluto and Mars in the solar party paradigm have always had an interesting relationship, because we got the emo kid and the jock, which typically in high school have a thing. They don't get along, but in the really, really, really good movies, like Breakfast Club and what was it, like 16 Candles, the jock and the emo kid always get along at the end, and that's like the best part. You see the like little nerdy emo kid sitting in the car with the jock, and everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. So the emo kid is giving this jock, I got you. I am the smart scientist. I am the nerd. I got you. Okay. 6 of Hearts. Oh, that's so perfect. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. You know, like the jock can get out of control in fiery Aries. The ram, the masculine, likes to show you what's in his pants, and he can be obnoxious, you know? He can have a bad reputation. He can scare people. I do feel, that's deep. I do feel that. I feel like I scare people away a lot of the time. Which, a lot of the time, I am happy about. Thank God. I scare most everybody away because that keeps me safe. I mean, I've only had, I would say 4, definitely no more than 5 if you count the short ones, but I've only had a handful of toxic relationships where if I didn't have my boundaries and if I didn't scare people away, I would have had a lot more, right? Like, you know, I mean, I'm close to 50, so a handful in half of my life, you know, that's not too bad. 5, it's the 5. Bringing in the 5, which changes into the 6. We're dealing with the 6. When the 5 moves into the 6, the heart, the emotions, the 666, the 3 plus 3, the magic of 6. You know? Again, with the light language and the numerology and the esoteric information. And that's why I feel like I speak more, or that the audience, my audience that would understand me more, are people who have really studied all of this esoteric information, and they get all the puns, and they get all the jokes, and they get all the numbers, and they, you know, I mean, a sextile is 1/6 of the astrological chart, the circle at 60 degrees. You're bringing in the 6, right? There is right here 666. Pluto rules Scorpio. Pluto is the god of the underworld. Secretive. Passionate, but in a watery way. Right? Like, there is... Oh, I do feel that so much. And that's the thing thing about these cards that I want to share so much about how these cards have affected and in a positive way have like made my life amazing. And they make astrology easy to understand. And it's not even about being easy to understand. It's about your system being able to process it without being a nerd, right? It's the Mars. Mars is like, I don't got time to read all those books, but I need to understand how to play the game. Just draw me a picture. X's and O's, baby. The game chart is just full of X's and O's and lines. Tell me where to run. Tell me where I'm supposed to run. Tell me where I'm supposed to, catch the ball. Right? And the emo kid is like, I got you, my love. I got you. It's all for you. It really is. And yeah, the Solar Party Paradigm shorts and these readings are channeled through me. But if you had these cards, you could do the same thing. You could lay the cards out, and what does Mars feel like for you? Do you feel him more in Aries? Talk about that more. How do you feel the conjunction with a DJ and the jock and the bartender and the party planner? That's the whole point of the Solar Party Paradigm, is to put the macrocosm in your hands so that you can translate it into your own language and be your own channel. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. And if you're watching this on YouTube, which it was very clear I'm supposed to post this on YouTube, please make a comment, like and subscribe. That's what YouTube does. And check out all the other content on Patreon. Thank you so much. Whether you're traveling physically or mentally, may it be in love and light and shadow. And don't forget your magic bag. It's full of everything you need. And you're gonna need it. Until next time, ciao.